What's up, guys? Welcome back to our Minecraft Pocket Edition Survival Guide series. This is episode 8. Today, what we're gonna do, we are finally gonna start making our villager breeder. You're wondering how am I gonna make this villager breeder? Don't worry, I'm not gonna make a technical one, nor a complicated one either. It's gonna be super simple and easy. I want to give a shout out to Waddles. He also does videos on Minecraft, but for Java Edition, and I got this idea from him. I had seen a video on how he made a villager breeder, and it was one of his latest videos. I like how he built his villager breeder because he didn't use any redstone. He didn't have to take him up any places or anything like that. But all he had to do was just bring his villagers here. What we're gonna do is to make this villager breeder. Make sure you have a room, or if you have them on the ground, that's even better. Just make sure they won't get out. Where I'm gonna get the villagers at, we're gonna convert zombie villagers again. So once I get my zombies, I'm gonna show you what to do next. I completely forgot to record the part of me converting the zombie villagers back to normal. If you're set up like the way I am already, I have my farmer, and the reason why I want a farmer because I'm gonna do some other useful things, and I locked them in right there already, so he won't change to any other professions if I move his block. So just in case if you guys want to move your areas or anything like that, just lock him in as a farmer. The reason why because we're gonna get food off of them too. We're gonna turn this into a food farm later, so we can get free food out of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have to bring homeboy over here to this side. If you already gone ahead and did what I did already and have your 2 villagers in this building, you're almost done. Now what we can do is you get 3 beds, couple fences, and the reason why because we're gonna have one of them is gonna oh crap. Once we place our 2 beds, they're gonna link to it. This is gonna create a little small village right here. Crap. And then I'm gonna go ahead and cover up the beds so and the reason why because I don't want them to go to sleep on it. So like you see, that's the reason why I don't want them to go to sleep on the bed just yet, but you can go ahead and do that. They can go ahead and sleep on it for now. Alright, so now that they won't link to any bed, we're gonna go inside. We're gonna place the beds here. Exactly what I just did right here. Place your 3rd bed. Get your trap doors. Once you did this, they're gonna start breeding. Cause the farmer already has food, and then they consider this as a village. This little guy is gonna want to try to link to this bed. But then what you want to do now is if you didn't see already, I have a trap door already right here. But basically is you want to dig a block ahead from this, so they'll think they'll want to come to the bed, and then with the trap door they'll think they'll want to walk on the trap door, but with that they're gonna fall down here. And from you making that trap door, you can dig how far down as much as you want. I pretty much digged up to where my cave is at. Because right here, I'm going to start placing beds. Since I'm going to make an iron farm, I'm going to place 20 beds. So you can make this room how big as you want or as little. Doesn't really matter. I know there's other methods that people make their own villager breeders, but I seen them and they just look too overcomplicated, and especially to try to replicate them on mobile. But like I was saying, we're just trying to make things really easy for ourselves. That's basically how this villager breeder works. Once you already got this concept down and you made your little room area in the bottom, um, basically that's it. That's literally it. Very simple, like literally no redstone required or anything like that. It only just took a little bit of our time. All you have to do is just place as many beds as you want. I'm gonna go ahead and decorate this up, and then I'm gonna just have to wait for more of my villagers to breed. I just finished up decorating the building where I have my villagers, and I don't even know what kind of style is this, but I like how it looks. Let's go check on our boys downstairs. Okay, we got ourselves 9 villagers. So far, so good. That's how I know our farm works. Just a little simple villager breeder. And if you want to stop them from breeding, all you have to do is just literally place one guy in a corner. Because I noticed they will always constantly be breeding since they're always falling down. I'm a little excited because I've been waiting for this part for a cool minute. I've been waiting for this part a couple episodes before, because I know a couple episodes before I said I wanted to make a villager breeder and then an iron farm and all that. We got totally sidetracked and we started doing all the useful things first. Today's the day we're gonna make ourselves our iron farm. One key thing you guys need to know with making iron farms, you guys have to be within 100 blocks away from a village. My village starts at -29. All I have to do is count 100 blocks from any direction. Well, pretty much I could just count 100 blocks from that negative direction. The way how we're building this iron farm, basically we're creating another village itself, and we're using the spawning mechanics of that village to basically spawn the iron golem to where we wanted to keep farming. I'm 100 blocks away. You see, I'm a -156. I'm far enough that they won't link to any beds or anything like that. What we're gonna do next is I'm gonna count 21 blocks, and we're gonna do this. We're gonna make a 21 by 21 box area. All right, guys. Now that you have your 21 by 21 area, count 10 blocks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And on the 11th block, it's gonna be the middle of the farm. We're gonna count 10 blocks as well from right here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The reason why I did this 21 by 21 box, because I want you to know how big this farm is gonna be. All right, so from the middle of the block, just place another row of blocks around it, and this is where our collection system is gonna be at. Look for each corner and make pillars. Once you have your glass, place it in between the pillars that you made. And do it all around. You could keep your perimeter wall. I'm gonna go ahead and break this real quick, and then I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna tell you what to do next. So once you already have your 2 high glass wall and your four corner pillars, you're gonna want to place another row of blocks on top. Alright, so now that you have your whole top row filled with blocks, next part is go to the middle. We're gonna count 7 blocks. That's 2. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. From you doing that in each direction, you should have a 19 by 19 square box. If you already know what to do next, pretty much just fill this whole entire thing in, this whole entire square. You should have something like this. It's a 19 by 19 room. It's a 19 by 19 square area. Make sure you guys have some oak leaves. If you guys don't know how to get leaves, just shear them, or silk touch, doesn't matter. I prefer using a shear. So now what we're gonna do next is we're gonna go to every corner, and we're gonna place a solid block on the corner. Just one. It's literally just one block. We're gonna place our leaves behind the block, just like this. And then when you reach a corner like this, place another grass block on top. Place another leaf block on top, and then repeat it right here, then repeat it on this side as well. And the reason why we're doing this, that's so our iron golems won't spawn on top of the blocks. I went and go did it to the whole entire thing, and you should have something like this. We're gonna go to the middle of the farm, and this is the middle, and then I'm gonna place solid. First I'm gonna place a leaf like that, solid block, leaf right there, some bush leaves right here, another one right here. And the reason why we're gonna have one villager on top of here is because he's gonna be the one linking. He's the one that's gonna link to the beds, and without him linking to the beds, we cannot have our villagers linked to any beds. So we basically just need one villager that can see all the beds, and then from one villager seeing all the beds, the rest of the villagers that are gonna be down here are gonna be able to basically link up to the beds. So now that we got this done, we're gonna start placing water. I'm gonna show you guys another method how to place water without having to do it individually. And with that, and how we're gonna do that is with ice. Make sure, in order to get ice, you do need a silk touch pickaxe. But if you're wondering how this is gonna work, we're gonna place ice blocks like this. And the reason why we're doing this is because I don't want to be, I really don't like having to place water individually in each spot. And in doing this method is so much easier and helpful. So once you do that, I only had enough to do half a row, maybe 2 rows. But all you have to do next is just break the block. Alright guys, once you already placed your ice blocks or filled this in with water, you can get rid of the infinite water source, or you already used the ice. You're pretty much done with that part. What we can do next is we're gonna place a block right here. So I'm gonna place a block so where I could stand on, and then I'm gonna place 3 blocks right here. The reason why we're doing this right here is because we're gonna place beds on top of right here. We're gonna make a whole square around this area. And once you make this whole square, it should look something like this. Make this one layer one more bigger. And once you already got this layer done, I'm gonna show you how to place the beds down. But right now we're not gonna place beds because we do have to move villagers into this spot. From the corner, skip a block and then make a little room like this. We're gonna start making little rooms like this because this is where our villagers are gonna go. You can go ahead and replicate what I'm gonna do right now, or not. You could you could fill this whole entire thing up with capsules if you want, because I'm gonna make an entrance to go inside the iron farm. But if you guys already know what to do, by all means, guys. I brought a couple of villagers here, but I only just need one so I could put up here because the rest are easy to put in here. But for those that are wondering how I'm gonna put this single villager up there, I think I'm gonna just do the old method again. Once you guys got him in a room like this, make sure he's trapped in here, trapped in there for good.
I don't want this guy to get on, so I'm gonna leave him right there. Alright, cool. Put your butt over there. Alright, cool.
If you guys seen what I just did right now, that's literally all you have to do. So now that we got our villager up here, it was kind of a hassle, but we got him up here overall. And so what we need to do next is we're gonna start placing beds. Once you have your bed and your villager up here, all you want to do is place one bed right here in the center. He's gonna link to it, and this is gonna be the center of our farm now. And then from there, all we're gonna do is just place beds on the side like this. Once you place your row of beds like this, and go ahead and place 3 beds right here. You're gonna want to do the same thing again on this side. You should have 20 beds like this. And then after you place all those beds, you can go ahead and break the blocks in the bottom, because we don't want our golem to stay stuck on top of the beds. What we can do next is we're gonna start placing signs, and you can use any type of sign. I'm gonna go ahead and use this sign. I want to go to sleep real quick because it was too dark. But if you guys did what I did already, you guys already placed your beds and your signs. The final part is adding lava, and you should place your lava bucket like that. Oh crap! And you should have your lava flowing like that, and it shouldn't be going nowhere now. So now that you added your lava bucket, what you can do next now is we're gonna start placing hoppers. This is gonna be our collecting system. So we're gonna want to place all the hoppers like this. Yeah. Just be careful. Don't try to stand up. And then once you place your hoppers, like how I did right now, you can go ahead and add a chest right here, and all your system is gonna be collected. Well, all we have to do next is start bringing our villagers in here. So now that we got one up here, we don't have to worry about bringing more up there. All we have to do is just bring these villagers up here. So if you guys already know what to do next, bring your villagers inside the little capsules. Once you guys already have your 20 villagers in here, I got all 20 in here. Make yourself 20 fletching tables. And the reason why, because fletching tables are much easier to use, and they're much easier to make too. But first, we're gonna place one down. We're going to see who linked to it. So this is pretty much all you have to do. If they're not linking to the jobs, that means they're not linking to the bed. So if in that case, you could rebuild the same platform again and just place the beds all over. Just pretty much place the beds again, and they should link up to. But I'm pretty sure you shouldn't have a problem with that. And all we gotta do is just place all these lecterns. We're gonna go ahead and do this until we have everything finished. If you already put your 20 fletching tables, you should have something like this. Iron golem should be spawning already. And right now, since it's raining, oh, never mind. But yeah, I want to give a shout out to Silent Whisper, because I seen his video on how to make an iron farm trading hall, and I pretty much got the idea from him. All I did different was I placed hoppers in the bottom, going into a chest, and what he did was he just had a solid floor, and he had water going to one hopper. He had his lava stuck in one location, like in the center of it, and the cats will fall in the bottom. And I don't really want to collect string because I already have a spider farm. But this iron farm is going to be working now. But nonetheless, we are done, guys. I want to give a shout out to Silent Whisper for having a video on how to make an iron farm trading hall. Go ahead and watch his video, guys, if you guys want to know anything more about Bedrock. Give these YouTubers a like and share, go ahead and support the channel if you guys aren't already. But yeah, guys, this is how we make the iron farm. You don't have to do what I'm gonna do next, but what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna change these guys into lecterns, because I want to get different enchantments like fortune, unbreaking 3, or efficiency 5, or anything like that. But if you guys don't want to do this, you're pretty much done with the iron farm. I'm glad I made this iron farm early on, because we're gonna be needing a bunch of iron, since we're gonna be making a bunch of farms. Alright, guys, so we are now in the end of the video. I'm gonna go ahead and try to get these rare enchantments. You don't have to do what I'm gonna do, but if you want those rare enchantments now, go ahead. This concludes today's episode. I hope you guys liked and enjoyed. I hope you guys found something informative. And also give support to the YouTubers that I mentioned in this video. These YouTubers are really a big inspiration to what I started. And they also helped with designs and how to make your own farms. Feel free to let me know about something that I should do differently. Yeah, guys, my name is Animated Didi. I hope you guys like this episode. Like and share. And I catch y'all guys in the next one. Later, y'all.